My name is Peyton. I was raised in Edward Burton's mansion, the servants' quarters. You see, I was the daughter of his maid. Growing up, I had two best friends, Reese and Lane. Now, Reese and I were like sisters, but she lived upstairs and I lived downstairs. After all, her father is Edward Burton.
I'd hate her if she weren't the sweetest person I ever met.
Then there's Travis. I thought he was my ticket out of this house.
Don't you know I'm hooked on you?
But he was determined to marry Reese and her money.
Drop dead.
And just when I had vowed to make him pay for what he did to me,
you're a backstabbing piece of white trash.
Travis was murdered. And life in Savannah has changed forever. His death brought his mysterious brother Nick into town, and it got old Edward Burton to confess the truth, that he is my father too.
Well, Daddy, aren't you gonna give me a hug?
So now, come hell or high water, I am gonna take from Savannah what should have always been mine.
Tonight, an all-new Savannah.
Previously on Savannah.
I can't wait to be Mrs. Brian Alexander.
That was Brian. The charges have been dropped. The evidence is missing.
Wait, how could the police just lose half a kilo of drugs?
You stole the evidence?
Believe me, I regret it because I'd like nothing better than to see a spoiled, rotten brat like yourself behind bars for the next 20 years.
I want you to be my wife.
You know my answer.
Reese? Reese! Are you daydreaming or something?
Brian, I can't explain this.
Well, I can't imagine how. You want to know the worst part about all this? I have to tell my mother. She was right about you all.
Oh, Brian! Brian!
Let me guess. You found out Reese and I had a date and you flew over here in jealous rage.
Get dressed.
Sure?
And hurry. Those donuts are for you to eat on the way.
On the way where?
To my fiancé's, to explain to him that you and I were not doing anything when these pictures were taken.
Oh, we look like illustrations from the Kama Sutra. You positive we weren't doing anything?
Oh, you know damn well we weren't.
Can I keep one as a souvenir?
Were you aware that there was a photographer outside?
No. As I remember it, playing Where You Hide the Key was your idea, not mine. Not that I didn't enjoy the game and wouldn't look forward to a rematch.
That'll never happen.
Oh, never say never.
Listen, you are going to march yourself straight down to Brian's and tell him this was part of a covert operation to catch an emerald thief.
You really expect him to believe you had your hands all over me for professional reasons?
Oh, you make him believe you, Nick. Brian dumped me because of you, and now you're going to fix it.
Hey, Doc.
Now, look, don't get cute, all right? Just tell him the facts. Make it short and sweet, and then disappear.
Well, you know who hired the photographer?
Yes, Brian's mother. She is the world's biggest. Oh, I know he's here. His car's here.
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Brian!
You son of a bitch!
You could have killed somebody.
Yeah, I tried, but you ducked.
I knew you were low class, but this is beyond belief.
Let's go.
Oh, low class! You're the one having some shotgun wedding. He was my fiancé yesterday.
Let's just calm down here. Brian, you and Nancy have a plane to catch.
I don't know what I ever saw in you.
You just made the biggest mistake of your life.
Oh, judging by the pictures I saw you and Peyton, you know exactly what it is my son has given up. And so I would imagine to half the young men in Savannah.
Well, let's go.
look exhausted.
I am. Nick kept me awake all night.
Nick?
Every time I rolled over, he made love to me again.
What? I thought you spent the night at home.
I did. Lane, oh, I was dreaming about Nick. Oh, if I closed my eyes, he was all over me. So I tried to stay awake, and I am dog tired.
Well, if I had a dream like that, I would never want to wake up.
I don't like my subconscious promoting Nick as my lover. We're just friends.
Peyton, I have been waiting for you to come home.
Why?
Because I wanted you both to be here when I made my announcement.
What announcement?
Well, Dean and I are getting married!
When?
As soon as possible. His son approves.
I can't believe you waited to tell me. Oh, Lane, that's wonderful.
I have never been so happy in my life.
Hey, you can have all that stuff that I've been saving about weddings. Oh, and about flowers and about dresses and... Wait, you know what? Forget all this nonsense. You go and marry Dean tomorrow before he changes his mind. What are you talking about? Oh, Brian married his old girlfriend. What? No. Yeah, I guess I wasn't blue blood enough for him. What a jerk. It's okay. I'm over him. Peyton, when you meet the right man, you'll forget all about him. Oh. Well, I will never forget what was done to me.
Well, I'm a man, woman. I want a woman, man. I've got 2 arms to hold him, to love him all I can. Now it's a free world we live in. Yes, this I understand. But I'm a man, woman. I want a woman, man. I don't need nobody handing me those lines. Say
Go right in, Miss Richards.
keep my freedom in these modern times.
Thank you for seeing me. I'm sorry I made a spectacle of myself at the wedding.
I wish there was something I could say or do to make you feel better.
There is. You could give this to your wife. Amy Vanderbilt says a woman can keep the ring if her fiancé breaks the engagement, but I would never feel right about keeping the ring, even if it was bought at a dime store. Besides, I know that that's a family heirloom.
Eleanor will appreciate your returning it.
I'd give it to her myself, but I know how much she hates me.
I'd deny it if I could, but...
Well, I don't blame her. I mean, after those photos of Nick and me...
Well, I'll give her the ring.
Look, I was a fool to put myself in a situation that could be misconstrued. That's why I brought Nick to the house, to explain those photos, but then... Well... I just wanted you to know that nothing happened with Nick. That's all.
Thank you for returning the ring.
Excuse me. I think I lost an earring when I walked in here. Could you just check under your desk?
Well, sure. I don't see it anywhere.
Oh, well, thanks anyway.
I've been trying to think up a slogan that I can hammer home during the debates next week. How about Edward Burton? Because Georgia needs a leader.
Needs work.
Good morning, you beautiful thing.
Morning. Hi, Grace.
Veronica.
Sorry to interrupt. I'm off to work. I was planning a rummage sale at Second Chances, but it's mushroomed into a huge fancy fair and silent auction, and I don't know if I'm going to live through it all.
Veronica, you are an angel, an absolute angel, to devote yourself to such a worthwhile cause. I'd be glad to sponsor a booth.
Well, thank you, Senator Harling.
Check with my office.
I sure will. I know.
Bye, sugar.
You said you were getting rid of that hooker.
Ex-hooker. Now, you're making too big a fuss about this. She's running a charity now, for goodness sake. You just called her an angel.
I kiss babies, too, but I still think they smell. You want me to list the politicians that have crashed and burned over sex scandals?
One has to make sacrifices if one wants to hold public office.
One does not like to be told what one has to do.
I hope one jackass comes to his senses before Election Day.
Hello, is this Charles Alexander's office? Well, I'm calling from Second Chances, and I spilled coffee on Mr. Alexander's donation form. At least I think it's his form. He's donating to the auction. Wonderful. Could you just tell me what he was donating for the record? Great. Well, thank you so much. All right now.
I've been thinking.
Uh-oh.
Don't make fun of me.
I'm in trouble.
I was, thinking about a new slogan for your campaign. Maybe something you could use for the debate.
Yes?
How about, I'm not politically correct, I'm politically direct. What do you think?
I love it.
You do?
Yes, absolutely. It says I stand up for what I believe in despite the consequences. It doesn't commit me to anything, which is good.
Very good.
Edward Burton is not politically correct. He's politically direct. That's good. Oh.
Hello. Yes, he is. It's for you.
Yes, I am. Yeah, hello. Yeah, I hear you. Clear as a bell. Oh. Uh-huh. Well, you tell that minister, whatever the hell it is in Honduras, if he doesn't build me the roads I need, I'll just set up my plant in Guatemala. He won't let my business get away. Bye.
I bought a new suit for the debate.
Honey, maybe you ought to skip the debate. You're swamped with work.
I can make time.
The truth is, it being so close to the election, I don't want the voters to have any reason to doubt my values.
Well, we opened a halfway house. The press loved our story.
I know, but we presented it as a public service. But if they see us too much together, they'll think that we have a personal relationship.
Oh, I thought we did have a personal relationship.
Well, it is. It is, but I'm just talking about appearances.
What, so we can't see each other anymore?
Well, not in public.
But you waited until after we had sex to tell me.
Oh, now, Veronica, come on. You're a realist.
If this is an example of your timing, you're never going to get a bill passed, even if the voters are stupid enough to elect you.
Oh, bad timing would have been to tell you before we got into bed.
You try to joke your way out of everything. You just made me feel cheaper than I ever did when I was turning tricks.
Oh.
Get out!
Ow!
And this is where we put the musicians, unless you have a pianist. Were you planning on a trio or a soloist or...
We were thinking of the New York Philharmonic.
He's joking.
We haven't decided yet.
At one wedding last week, the couple had a harpist at the top of the stairs, and it was wonderful.
I bet.
If you prefer recorded music, the downstairs parlors are wired for sound. Well, I think that covers everything. Do you have any questions?
I don't think so.
Then I have a question for you. When is the date?
Well, we haven't set one.
Well, the minute you do, give me a call. We book 1 year in advance, and we need a deposit to hold it.
Thank you for your time.
You're most welcome. Bye now.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
When I was about 10, I came to Mary Margaret Petrie's wedding in this house, and it was so beautiful. And I thought the gates of heaven had opened up, and we were all inside.
Oh, it is an amazing house.
I had no idea it was so expensive.
Well, they charge extra for everything except turning on the lights. You wish you were marrying a man who could afford this.
The groom isn't supposed to pay. Do you wish you were marrying a woman who could afford it? I tried some new Chardonnays.
Wine list is fine the way it is.
You know, Tom, we are still partners. It would help if you'd attempt to be civil.
I'm as civil as they come.
Made a fresh pot of coffee. If either of you'd like some.
I would love some.
No, she's been downing a lot of Java today.
I had a bad night.
We're trying to conduct business.
You feeling okay?
I'm fine.
If you want to kiss up to the boss, do it after business hours.
Does this mean I shouldn't go get cream and sugar?
No, I don't need any, thanks, Nick.
Getting awfully chummy with the help these days.
Can we finish business? Second chances was soliciting goods for an auction.
Soliciting is a good word to use when Veronica's involved.
So I donated a bottle of champagne and $200 worth of gambling chips.
I do not want to give 1 penny to Veronica Koslowski.
It wasn't for Veronica, it was for charity.
Cancel it.
You're not the only partner, Tom. I'm sure Peyton would agree with me.
That's a laugh. The last person that would contribute to any charity is Peyton Richards.
Okay, I need somebody over at the silent auction. And Chris, I need you over at table 5.
I'm so glad that I could volunteer to help. I mean, Second Chances has done so much for our community.
Savannah will return after these messages. And now we return to Savannah.
I'm your relief person, Peyton Richards.
Nice to meet you, Peyton. But I don't need any relief.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Well, then, why don't I just help you out?
Suit yourself.
This is a bid for the race tickets. It's item 14. Where should I put it?
I'll take that. Okay. We'll be announcing the winners at 3:30.
3:30? Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Good morning, Grace.
Morning.
Just working on my opening remarks for the debate.
Oh, good. I'll be your test audience.
Oh. My fellow Georgians, many things have been said about me during this campaign, not all of them flattering. And I pause there for a laugh. But there is one thing I readily confess to. I am not politically correct. I am politically direct.
That's a great catchphrase.
Huh?
You should hammer that home whenever you can in the debate.
All right.
Mr. Burton, Lane McKenzie is on line 3 for you.
Yes, Lane. How's my favorite reporter?
Why, hello, Mr. Burton.
What can I do for you, dear?
Is it true you're opening a textile plant in Honduras?
Now, where did you hear that, dear?
Well, can you confirm it?
Well, now, I don't believe my business dealings are relevant to the Senate race, Lane.
Well, they are if you're taking jobs out of Georgia.
Well, now, you hold your horses there, young lady.
Are you taking jobs out of this country?
Absolutely not. I'm creating jobs for Georgia. In fact, I'm working on a deal now to import fabrics for my textile plants.
You're importing fabric from Honduras.
Yes, I am, and I'm going to depend on Georgia's industrious workforce to provide the labor to make these raw goods into products that all Americans can be proud of.
Can I get a few facts about the deal? Who are you?
Oh, wait a minute, dear. Oh, Lane, I'm sorry. That's my 11 o'clock. I can't talk right now. Bye. I covered my tracks in Honduras 6 ways from Sunday. Now, whoever leaked that is costing me millions.
Where did that reporter get the information?
I don't know. When I find that someone, I'm gonna rip their heart out. And I think I know just where to look for that someone.
Heard you were looking for me.
We're running out of bid slips.
Okay, I'll get some more. Oh, I'll watch the table if you want to go with Veronica.
Oh, no, thanks. You know, this really isn't a two-person job.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm trying to give you a break.
Hey! Wait up.
Hey!
Hey!
You got here late.
I was working overtime. Keen and I are trying to save up for the wedding.
I've signed up for double shifts at the station.
Oh, I'm so happy you two were getting married.
Not as happy as we are.
I was like, the park looks so great. I swear Savannah is the most beautiful city in America.
Well, it helps if Sherman didn't burn it to the ground.
Well, that's because we're smart. Savannah welcomes his troops with open arms. It was like, stay a while, have them in julep. Just don't light any matches.
Hey, folks. Let me tempt you in a few of our auction goodies.
Peyton, I didn't know you were a volunteer.
Well, I want to give a little something back to the community.
Oh, 5 nights for 2 in luxury condo overlooking the Gulf of Sanibel.
Honeymoon time.
No. Minimum bid $900.
Find one with a minimum bid of $12.
Want to buy a raffle ticket?
What's the prize?
A bottle of champagne and $200 worth of gambling chips on the SS Savannah.
Hey, that's what Reese donated. Is it? Reese, you're using your donation for a raffle. Oh, yeah. How much is it?
$5.
I'm not much of a gambler.
For charity.
Can't argue with that. We'll buy one ticket.
Excuse me, I need to borrow Miss Kozlowski for a moment. Did you leak the news of my Honduras plant to the press?
Hurts.
Did you?
No. But if it's that important to you, I'll be sure to fill the reporters in on any missing details.
Don't talk smart to me.
If you don't want one hell of an embarrassing scene, I suggest you drop my arm right now.
I suggest you keep confidential information confidential.
Excuse me, Mr. Burton.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say you have my vote.
Well, thank you very much for your support, not only for myself, but for this wonderful charity.
Excuse me. Have you sold many raffle tickets?
Well, they're moving along. Can I interest you in one, little lady?
Give me 40.
Bless your soul.
Do you take checks?
Only the ones that don't bounce.
Edward! Ah, leaving already? You caught me trying to slip out.
Don't slip out. Make a production of it. Arrive late and leave early. It shows people you've got more important things to do.
If you two excuse me, I'm going to go check the silent office.
Okay.
Eleanor, you look positively radiant today.
Well, Brian married Nancy after he saw the photographs of Peyton.
Congratulations, dear.
Thank you. My only regret was I was too polite to say I told you so.
I bet you had to bite your tongue, huh?
Well, it was worth it to have Peyton Richards out of my hair. I'm so relieved that that chapter of my life is over.
Oh.
18 holes with Savannah's finest golfer.
It does not say finest golfer.
Says Charles Alexander, doesn't it? I was just headed to buy lemonade. Would you like one? It's for charity, like everything else.
Hey, boss.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I'll get it.
I got it.
You bought all these for Lane, McKenzie, and Dean
Collins. It's Lane's fiance. Please don't say anything. I want them to win, and if they win, I want them to think that they got lucky.
All right. Well, as long as I already know the secret, how about I give you a hand filling those out?
Okay.
Thanks, boss.
Thank you.
I imagine your wife was surprised when she got the ring back.
She was grateful.
You are ever the gentleman. Oops, it's almost time to announce the winners. I better scoot.
There you are. I have been looking all over for you. Where you been?
Here?
Well, I'm ready to go.
Well, I want to see who wins the golf.
Then give me the car keys and you catch a cab. If I don't get out of this sun, I'm going to become one giant liver spot.
I bet you need to stretch your legs.
I do.
Oh, great. Well, I'll just take over.
No need. The auction just closed. I'm leaving to tally the bids.
I'm so sorry. What a mess. Let me take that box. We don't want the bids to get wet. The ink will run. Oh, wait, here's a napkin. Let me get that. I am mortified by my clumsiness. You must send me the dry cleaning bill. Oh, I think there's something on your back. Turn around. Oh, let me get that. Oh, my word. I cannot believe this happened.
Hi, everyone. I want to thank you all for coming to our fair. Your support for our work has been a true inspiration to us. Now I'd like to introduce a former resident of Second Chances, Shelley Bridges. Shelley is going to be drawing the winning raffle ticket.
Hi. I was one of those hard luck cases you read about. I had an abusive husband, 2 kids I couldn't feed, and no hope of getting out until I found Second Chances. Now let's find out who won.
Okay, the winner of the champagne and chips donated by our friends at the SS Savannah Casino is... 2 winners, Lane McKenzie and Dean Collins.
See? I told you, see? Kissing the ticket worked. Yes, it brought us luck.
Yes.
Well, congratulations, boss.
The next item in our silent auction is item 9, catfishing on Boneyard Creek, goes to David Metcalf. Congratulations, David. Item 10, 18 holes of golf at the Savannah Country Club. The winning bid was made by Peyton Richards.
I won. I won.
Item 11,
You bid on golf?
Oh, yeah, well, you were the one who told me that business deals were closed on the back 9. I've got some Japanese investors coming into town, and, well, I don't want to embarrass myself on the fairway. So, your donation was a godsend.
Well, you may have too much faith in my teaching ability.
Oh, look, if you're uncomfortable about coaching me, I'll forfeit to the next highest bidder.
I don't feel awkward.
Oh, good. What a relief. My father always says if you want to learn anything, you go to the best.
Savannah will return after these messages. And now we return to Savannah.
Here are your chips.
Hi, thank you.
So what are you gonna play?
I've never bet real money in my entire life. Only toothpicks.
Well, I've never even bet toothpicks.
I'll be the perfect couple to win $200 worth of chips.
Okay, let's try throwing dice.
Okay.
Call it shooting craps and we won't sound like beginners.
I knew that.
Nick, will you send 2 iced teas over to our winning couple?
Coming right up.
All players to the table, please. Place your bets. Place your bets.
It was really nice what you did for them.
Thanks.
No, I mean, really nice.
Thank you.
I mean, really, really nice. Like, you deserve...
You kissed me.
Oh, you deserved it, being so nice.
I think our customers are waiting for their drinks.
You're behind the line, lady. You're betting against yourself.
Sorry, I'm new.
All right, all the bets placed. Roll the dice, please.
Okay. Right.
Walk with me, ma'am.
Come on. Whatever.
That's an 8er from Decatur.
Did I lose?
Not yet, ma'am.
Woo!
Going on. Place your bets, please.
Hey.
Come on.
Come on. Come on.
Snake eye. Snake
Now
eye.
I lose.
Not yet, ma'am. Not unless you throw a 7.
Okay, come on.
Okay,
Here you
that's
go.
fine.
Roll the dice, please, ma'am. Place your bets, please. Roll the dice.
Oh, it's an 8 for Decatur.
You're learning fast, little lady.
Let's bet more.
No. Hold on.
Place your bets, please. Place your bets.
Oh, what the hell? Whatever. Go ahead. All right.
All right, place your bets, please. Throw the dice. Hit the wall for me, please.
Here we go.
11, you have the winner.
Now, I played a little bit with Reese in high school, so I know the difference between a wood and an iron. But as to my form, I'm pretty much lost.
I'd say your form was pretty good. Yep, looking real good.
Mr. Crowley, in reference to your kiss,
Oh, listen, boss, I'm sorry.
there are some actions which are inappropriate.
It was inappropriate to act
especially
that
in
way.
the workplace,
I
and I'd honestly
promise
prefer
you,
that
it won't happen again. Beginner's luck. No good deed goes unpunished.
Your roommate is going to break the bank with those chips you gave away.
You know what? Even if she does, I'll still be happy that I donated them. In fact, happier.
Oh, wow. Boy, when I'm through playing, it's gonna look like a herd of gophers invaded this golf course.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, grip it gently so you have some follow through.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'm hopeless.
Look, it's okay. Here.
All right. Look at the ball. Pull back and follow through.
Ooh! Can we do that again?
Sure. Okay. All right. Now look at the ball.
Okay.
Pull back and follow through.
Okay.
Don't forget to look at the ball.
Oh, right. I got distracted.
Yeah. Okay. Look at the ball. Pull back and follow through.
Wow!
Very good.
Well, it's a whole lot easier with you helping me. I could do this till the cows come home.
Thank you. Don't quit while you're hot. Come on now, let's go.
We're betting everything.
Roll the dice. Hit the wall. 11, you have the win. Roll the dice again,
Good one.
I am good at this.
All right, catch us out.
I've never bet another penny as long as I live.
I say we rent that mansion and hire a trio. It's making an orchestra.
Look at that.
Unbelievable. Thank you.
You're the couple who won the raffle.
Yes, and you're the woman who drew our ticket. Thank you very much.
I'm glad y'all did well at the tables. You deserve it for supporting the fair.
Oh, we didn't spend all that much at the fair.
It's not the money. It's the fact you showed up. People sometimes forget we're all in this together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I'm not exactly ready for the pros yet, but I feel a lot more confident on my swing. Thank you for the lesson.
My pleasure.
You are so good. You know, you could have been a professional golfer.
Peyton, I'm flattered by all your attention, but I didn't just fall off the turnip truck. There really aren't any Japanese businessmen either.
Well, why do you say that?
I've enjoyed the day immensely, but you don't have to keep up the charade.
Charade? Boy, you and your wife don't bother to check your facts before you jump to conclusions, do you? Well, look, here they are right now. Mr. Toussaint, Mr. Miyahara, I would like you to meet Charles Alexander. Mr. Alexander is one of Savannah's top golfers.
Ah, Mr. Alexander. My pleasure.
Mr. Toussaint and Mr. Miyahara are the businessmen I was telling you about. Well, if you'll excuse us, we don't want to miss our tea time. Gentlemen.
Life is just too damn difficult in the 90s. What with women being bosses and bosses being irresistible. And I take back everything I said about what's appropriate in the workplace.
You can't kiss me.
Why not?
Because I am your boss and we do work together.
Yeah, that's what I came to tell you. I quit.
So what are you gonna do now that you're out of work?
Well, I haven't thought that far in the future.
I have an opening for a bartender.
I don't know. If I take that job, does that mean I can kiss the boss? I'll take that job. And the pay's lousy, but the perks make up for it.
Savannah will return after these messages. And now we return to Savannah.
Domo arigato. Thank you. Hey, you still here?
It's kind of hard to walk away with my foot in my mouth.
Oh, well, you thought I was flirting with you.
I could not be more embarrassed.
Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry if I gave you the wrong impression.
No, it was my fault for misreading the situation.
Oh, now don't be too hard on yourself, Mr. Alexander. I imagine you to take my admiration. And the line between admiration and physical attraction is a fine line indeed.
Well, you're very generous to try and save my pride.
Oh, I have no reason to flatter you. I mean, after all, you're the father of the young man who kept me standing at the altar. My opinion of you is strictly clinical. And arriving at that opinion has made me glad I didn't marry your son. 'Cause I realize that he is a pale shadow of the original. Thank you for the education. Here you go. $100 each.
Easiest 100 I ever made. I love playing this course.
You be sure and call us if you need us again.
You know I will.
Oh, can you imagine this place decorated with garlands of jasmine and wisteria?
You want a champagne fountain?
You do?
I'm a beer drinker myself.
I've always thought a champagne fountain made the champagne go stale.
Nix the champagne fountain, please. How about music? What kind of music?
Dean, I want to say something, and I don't want you to be disappointed.
You're not having second thoughts.
What about you? Remember when we talked about making our wedding day the most memorable day of our lives?
Yeah, of course.
Well, you know, it was fun to win all that money and imagine throwing a huge wedding, but I've always thought that in a good marriage, the most memorable day was the day after the ceremony, and the day after that, and the day after that. I think people should focus on what happens after the ceremony rather than on the event itself. I want to put the emphasis on our marriage instead of our wedding. Make any sense?
It makes perfect sense.
Hey, Veronica.
Hi.
Sorry we're bothering you at home. Not bothering me. Does this have something to do with the newspaper or police? Neither. No, we won the raffle at your fair. Yeah, I know.
And we used the money and we won more.
And won a lot of money, which we would like to donate to Second Chances.
Yeah, as a way to celebrate our marriage.
I'm overwhelmed. We hope this will help someone who isn't as lucky as we are. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
12 months extra. It's the least we can do for you, our valued customer. Remember what TVC stands for. Total value.
As a public service, we take you live to Caroline Smith at the county seat in tonight's debate.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to this evening's senatorial debate. We'll have an opening statement from each candidate. First, the incumbent, State Senator Michael Dawson, followed by his challenger, Edward Burton.
My fellow Georgians, in my 3 terms of service, many things have been said about me, not all of them flattering. But there is one thing I readily confess to. As your representative, I am not politically correct. I am politically direct.
Mr. Burton.
Michael Dawson stole half my speech. I look like a damn fool out there tonight.
You have got to stop these leaks.
I'll stop them. I'll stop them.
Or I'll draw blood.
I wish you could have been there. It was such a hoot. Should have seen the look on Edward's face when Dawson used his slogan.
Is, Edward suspicious of you?
No, he blames everything on Veronica. She even came up with that politically direct slogan. So he thinks she leaked it.
Worth your weight in gold.
No thanks.
You won't let me pay you.
I'm doing this for pleasure. I have very personal reasons for making Edward Burton suffer.
I had a great day at the club.
Oh, what happened?
I birdied number 6 and came in 4 on the par.
Please, I can't bear any more fairway narratives.
Wasn't as boring as it sounds.
I got the water running, child. I can't hear a thing. Give me 5 minutes.
Hello?
Hello, it's Charles. I'd, like to make it up to you for rushing to judgment.
Oh, that's not necessary.
I want to make amends. If you have some free time next week, maybe we could work on your hook.
Well, I could use some help on that.
Pick a date.
I'm free on Monday.
Next Monday it is.
Great. I'll be waiting with bated breath.
Stay tuned for upcoming scenes from the next episode of Savannah.
Learn more about your favorite stars of Savannah in this week's TV Guide. And remind your friends, Savannah's now on Monday nights on the WB.
This Wednesday on the WB, Michigan J. Frog welcomes special guest host Damon Wayans.
That Damon, he kills me.
Join Damon and his brothers Sean and Marlon Wayans for special episodes of Sister Sister, Nick Freno, and the Jamie Foxx Show. Plus an all-new Wayans Brothers.
It's gonna be Warner Brother-licious.
And get a special look at Damon's new animated show, Wayne Head.
It's gonna be the bomb.
It's Damon's double debut, Wednesday on the WB.